Hello dear friends, this is so beautiful morning and I welcome all of you to our discussion on our glory, greatness, success and recognition of the world how great we are. But what I think personally, the greatness lies in our own perception of truth. If we have a level of love, and that is to serve the mankind in our various capacities as a poet, a sculptor, painter, writer, authors, prophets, and all the inventors, the scientists, and all the spiritual leaders, the business community, and if they have really done their job with a sense of service selflessly, and they have really helped millions of the people to become more successful, and millions of the people they have really encouraged to live a life in peace, prosperity, and in the world of stainless beauty and perfect peace. I think the person will really award himself by rendering selflessly a great service to the mankind. And if a person is satisfied, I am very much confident all the rewards, and recognitions by the outside world is meaningless, because all such great people were inspired to really serve the mankind without any return, without any compensation. Of course, it is the greatness of the people who recognize great people, but such great people never have this kind of greed, never have some kind of anticipation or some kind of these kind of feelings that people should know them, people should recognize them, and people should garland them. This is the work of some petty, selfish people who really purchase sometimes awards, prize to glorify themselves in this pseudo world which is really empty, where there is very less contribution, but there is much of a beating of the trumpets. Beloved friends, I belong to such great persons who want to really serve the mankind. And if I have satisfied, and if I have really make others happy, at least one person who is glorified, who is great, whose heart is pure, who understands the wisdom, and he says, I want nothing but only wisdom and knowledge to serve the people selflessly, and then the person is really the most rewarded because he has done his job. It has to be selflessly. You see, there are the millions and millions farmers. There are our thousands and thousands of soldiers fighting at the frontiers and shedding their blood to protect the motherland, to defend our motherland, and they are lost in the wilderness in the name of their recognition. The history does not recognize them. There is no mention of such great warriors name anywhere. They have sacrificed everything to protect the nation. They have sacrificed everything, their blood, toil, tears and sweat, while working in the field, working in the workshop, in the industrial environment. These people selflessly work. They never wanted any name, recognition, or any kind of award. If somebody recognizes them, well and good, but they are not slave. They are free from all greed. They are free from all this pseudo showering on them, because they are the master of their fate and they are the captain of her soul. They recognize themselves by serving people, by having the desire to wipe the tears from every eye what Gandhi has got. They are Abraham Lincoln. They really have a creed, a principle to serve the mankind and treat all mankind as the creation of God in equality, black and white. Martin Luther King, who fought for the freedom of the mankind and gave his life. Wright brothers, Addisons, Henry Ford, Graham Bell, and millions of such great people who made the earth so beautiful, the world so much civilized, who conquered space and time and made us free from all diseases, ignorance, groping in the wilderness and darkness of selfishness. Those prophets, Buddha, Christ, Confucius, Muhammad, Paighambar, such great people, they never worked to just get some name, fame, recognition and award. Their passion was there, their burning desire was there to serve the mankind, to give them the material world which is making them happy outwardly, and the other tried their best to discover the spiritual world of passionless beauty and perfect peace, and they serve the mankind selflessly. No greed, no unwanted selfish desire for themselves. So, beloved friends, I know there are millions and millions of people who will not be awarded and recognized. There are millions and millions of people who are rendering great service, but they will not be getting Nobel Prize. They will not be getting any greatest honor of different nations. Recently, you have read, you have heard, the two great Indians have been awarded Bharat Ratna. The Honorable Reverend Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Madan Mohan Malviya. They have been recognized now, but before them, there are so many who have been awarded Bharat Ratna. Why? Where are those people before them? If you compare their contribution, you compare their sacrifice, there is a difference of earth and heaven. There is a difference of gulf between such great people. But today they have recognized. Don't go who recognizes your contribution or not. Vajpayee is far, far greater than Bharat Ratna. Madan Mohan Malviya is far, far greater than Bharat Ratna. They are the people who are touching the journeys of greatness and sacrifice to the mankind. They are immortals. You do not recognize them. You do not measure their greatness by weighing them on a small, petty awards of Bharat Ratna. Because there are so many people who have received the award, they were just done by some prejudice and bias and subjectivity. They were nothing like impartiality. These are political gifts given to their own kith and kin. Beloved friends, our farmers, our soldiers, our scientists, our teachers, you are engaged in your labor of love. Work selflessly. Work with total dedication and commitment, and really give the best service in whatever calling you are. Recently, one of the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, announced Srameva Jayate, the dignity of labor. Everyone labor is equally greatly recognized because everyone is rendering a great service. But for the collective responsibility of all the people in different callings, India or any other nation cannot become great. Everyone has done great job. And if you remember, one of the speech of great Martin Luther King, who said, the dignity of the labor. If a sweeper does his or her duty with total devotion, dedication, as a priest is worshipping in the temple, he is rendering as great service as did Shakespeare, Beethoven, Milton, Newton, Einstein. Everyone is doing great job if he is doing selflessly, if he is doing with a sense of making the lives of the millions more happy and peaceful. Let's be very honest. Let's be very sincere. Let's really follow the path of truth and justice, peace, love and non-violence, and render immense service. Improve your capability, ability, quality, school yourself in such great capacity to serve the mankind. And remember what great Swami Vivekananda said, the immense pleasure and service is rendering selfless service. Selfless service. Mother Teresa served millions in some more than 100 countries. The people who are deprived from all the basic needs. And they are such great people who have taken the challenge and they have served with a different capacity. They are far, far greater than Bharat Ratna. They are far, far greater than any gallantry award. They are far, far greater than any highest prestigious award of any nation. Because the history is in delusion. Andha chaka chond ka mara, Kya jane itihas bechara. The history is written by some people. They forget the millions who have done great service, but they count few who has also rendered great service. But the millions are also very important. They are also very significant for the mankind. But for the majority, this world could not have been so beautiful, so serene, so calm, so scientifically advanced and developed. The nations could not be protected unless the soldiers are shedding their blood, defending the motherland against the selfish, greedy enemies who are attacking, who are trying to destroy the freedom. If you look in the history of American freedom struggle, you will find that it was the George Washington who was recognized as the real man who defeated Lord Cornwallis, and he gave freedom to the Americans. But you see the people, Jefferson, who signed the agreement of freedom of America, the 56 man, they are never mentioned in the history. Beloved friends, the history will not recognize you most of the time. The people will not recognize you, but you recognize yourself, your power of your brain, the power of your love for the mankind, and you work very hard, selflessly. Serve everyone, give everyone, believe in giving, and never accept anything else. No award, no recognition. Recognize yourself, what you have done, not what other is telling you what you have done. Remember the great word of one of the great American president, John F. Kennedy. Do not ask what the nation has given you. Ask yourself what you have given to the nation. Ask yourself. You are accountable for your life. Your life has to be meaningful. Your life has to be fruitful. Your life has to be really an example for the millions to emulate you. And never be greedy for any award, recognition, or prize, or name. Anybody can get this by hook or crook. By buying these awards they are purchasing. They are the people who are greedy. They are meanest people, they are heinous people. They might have contributed something, but they lose the basic greatness. The great Buddha taught, say, I want nothing. I want nothing. I want the enlightenment, the wisdom, to give people happiness, to peace, the joy, the serenity, the tranquility. Real greatness and happiness is in living your life, in rendering great service, and your compensation is your satisfaction. The great, immense pleasure you get to see somebody is smiling, somebody is happy, somebody is prosperous. That is your real great award. Beloved friends, I'm talking very confidently, and I really believe in my talk, what I'm talking. You can be reaching the zenith of your greatness like the sun reaches, or you will see the illuminations of the moon, and you will be really spreading happiness, joys and peace to the entire suffering humanity by selfless service. There is your recognition. Remember one great poem by the great poet. All honor to him who shall win a prize. All honor to him who shall win a prize. The world has cried for 1,000 years. But the man who tried and failed and dies, I give him great honor and glory and tears. Give great honor and glory and pitiful tears to all those who failed in their deeds sublime, for their ghosts are many in the van of years. They were born in time in advance of time. Oh, great is the hero who wins a name, but greater many, many a times the man who tried and failed and dies and let God punish their deeds sublime. Yes, brothers, great is the hero who wins a name, but greater many, many a times some pale-faced fellow who tried and died in shame and let God furnish the affairs of their deeds sublime. Great is the man with his sword undrawn, and good is the man who refrains from wine. But the man who tried, struggled, and failed, and yet he stands on his feet erect and takes the life's numerous bumps and blows, and still yet he fights on. He is the real man, beloved friends. Be a man, be a brave man. Great is the man with his sword undrawn, and good is the man who refrains from wine, and the man who tried and failed, and yet still fights on. Lo, he is a twin-born brother of mine. Yes, my brethren, the hero is the real brave man who believes in rendering service immensely with a passion and love, without any greed in return and without any compensation. We are the brethren, twin brothers, work with a sense of service. Have the passion, a burning desire to wipe tears from every eye. That will be your greatest contribution. See smiles on the face of the people. Yes, be a lamp upon the people. Be a refuge to the people. That great people have done. They were not selfish. They never worked for any reward or recognition. They enjoyed their living. They did everything to see others happy, to see others prosperous. That was their real recognition. World will not forget such persons. They will always be an example. They will always inspire us. Lives of great men all remind us we can make our life sublime, and departing leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. Let us then be up and doing with a purpose, with a goal, with a mission, with a vision, with an ideal, with a prophecy, with a lofty dream, to be a true servant of the mankind, like all the galaxies of the greatest stars, who worked undauntedly with lot of efforts, who worked untiring and made this planet smart. They really spread the light of wisdom, the light of invention, discoveries, and they discovered the spiritual world of stainless beauty and perfect peace. You can do that too. Because life's battle don't always go to the strong or the fast man, but soon or late, the one who wins is the one who thinks one can. I sincerely advise you, work very selflessly, without any recognition, without any appreciation by anybody else. If anybody does it, he is a wise man. But he does not recognize your work, your contribution, your sacrifice, as most of the time they will do. Be feel proud of your service, your selflessness, your path of truth and justice, your principle of peace, love and non-violence. And then you are triumphant. Nothing can bring you peace but the triumph of your own principle, your creed. You are great, you are wonderful. Your time is precious. Budgeting time, money, energy. Spend it very wisely in serving others, in helping others, in enjoying your journey towards the greatest success, the greatest glory, name and fame, to be the servant of the mankind. The greatest among you shall be the greatest servant. The most successful among you will be who will make millions more successful. And that you will do. I am proud of you. Well done, bravo, you are great. Serve it selflessly. Worry not for recognition, award, reward, or name and fame. These are for mediocres. May God bless you. Thank you.